Good morning. It is Tuesday, May 19th. Just checking in. Training's going well. Diet is going well. It's always going well because I don't miss days, I don't miss meals. So everything is going exactly according to plan. Tracking everything. I'm feeling good in the gym. I'm able to push my lifts up more easily on my lower body. Upper body is, hanging in there. But my body weight the past couple days, I haven't cheated on my diet, obviously. I've been following the same meals. The only thing that was different is that I did go out for my wife's birthday last week, and then that Sunday before, for Mother's Day, I had dinner at my in-laws' house. So I think I already talked about this, about surviving meals out and everything like that. That's the only thing that I've done differently. And that was a while ago anyway, so it wouldn't have anything to do with anything. But 2 days ago, I ticked up out of nowhere. I ticked up from 186 point something to 199.6. And then the next day I ticked up yet again to 200.8. And then this morning I was still 200 even. And I just find that weird because there is no reason why, obviously fat loss or muscle wise, I should be 200 pounds still. But we do weird things with our water retention for whatever reason. Food in our digestive system. So I'm not panicking. I find it odd, but when I wake up in the morning, you know exactly what you look like and how you feel. So I'm definitely looking leaner. My waist is definitely kind of tightening. My clothes are still loose, if not getting looser. I'm getting more vascular. So I know I'm getting leaner, even though it's not reflected in the scale. It's just a weird thing, because if you let it, it can play with your head. Makes you feel like you're not making progress because I'm so used to defining my progress by the weight on the scale. But I think, like I said at the outset of this fat loss phase, that I was not going to focus so much on that. I was going to focus on my performance in the gym and how I look and feel. And I know this is not the case. I know I'm not recomping because, at my age and, being drug-free and all that stuff, I know I'm not gaining tons of muscle or anything. But in a perfect world, if I were to recomp, and I've said this before, if I were to stay at 200 pounds but look the way I want to look, that is a huge win. Now, I know that's not going to happen. I know eventually the scale weight's going to drop. But, there's different reasons. Not to get too personal, but I don't think I went to the bathroom yesterday. Bathroom. So that's totally a reason why my weight could be artificially elevated on the scale, is because, maybe I have some digestion issues that I'm not aware of. It's not causing me any discomfort, but maybe things are not moving at the rate they should be moving. That's probably the biggest possibility going on here. Because I've been, once I make a decision to make a change in my diet, that's it, I've made the change. So I've been very diligent on the changes I made to my electrolytes, my calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium. I've been using that no salt stuff on all my meals. I've been measuring out my sodium. I've been supplementing with my calcium, magnesium. So all that's on point. Eating literally the same foods every day still. Not making any changes in that department. So that's where I'm at. And so I'm going to just hold steady for another week or so. And we'll see. I don't want to make any change. I would rather continue to lose at a very slow pace, like almost imperceptibly slow, than start making any changes again, start lowering calories or anything. I want to hold off on that for as long as possible. I just don't think it's necessary. And I'm still tracking my steps. So my average steps, like my running 7-day average of daily steps is like 10,700 steps a day on average. So that's definitely high. That has not fallen off. If anything, that has gone up a little bit. So everything's on point. And, you know, if you look at it on paper, there's no reason why I should be 200 pounds. I should be like 198 or something, or, you know, but it is what it is. All things considered, not a big deal. And I don't know. In other news, just to talk about something random, I leased a new vehicle, and I was pretty happy because I was leasing a 2023 Honda CR-V Sport Hybrid, and that's what I've been driving for the past 3 years, and it was great. The only thing I didn't like about it was like the cloth type seats. They hold like, you know, like discoloration, like stains, like, you know, we go to the beach, you know, so you come in, it's like the sand gets in there, and the like the salt water, so you get like little like the salt water stains on the seat if you didn't dry yourself off properly, and just like, you know, after a while it just looks kind of ugly. Plus the vehicle was just, I felt like it was huge, not something I needed and stuff. So I was looking to downsize, you know, and reduce my payment if possible. And so I was looking at the HR-V. But I was going to get the higher model, the highest model of the HR-V. So I believe it had like the leather interior, and it, you know, so I'd be kind of like downsizing the size of the vehicle and the power of the vehicle, but getting some like niceties inside. Not that the Sport Hybrid didn't have all the bells and whistles. It did. It had, you know, all the power, everything, and sunroof and yada yada yada. But anyway, so I researched, and, you know, I used Claude. I was using Claude to, like, you know, research for me and give me like what's the best deals around, and what a typical person pay for a lease with X amount down in South Florida, and so that was super helpful. It's like Google on steroids. And so I had, you know, I found a dealer. I had a number in my head already then. Went on the dealer's site, got a good deal based on the dealer's, you know, what their online calculator. Went in there, and the first thing the sales guy said is like, oh, he's like, all right, well, let me ask you a question. Since you're looking at the HR-V, have you considered the Acura ADX? Now, I knew Acura was like a sister company or the luxury twin to Honda, but I never owned an Acura before. So, showed me around. Acura ADX is built on the HR-V platform, but it's like, you know, more aggressive styling. It's kind of, you know, it's got the maybe a few more bells and whistles, a little bit more power because it's got a turbocharged engine, electric lift gate. You know, it just has like just some extra bells and whistles. And like I said, the styling is a little more aggressive, and the interior, just the way they do it is a little bit more like of a luxury feel. And I was able to they were really pushing the Acura hard, and I don't know why they're pushing it so hard, but I think just because they get so many dealer incentives. So I made sure that they were going to give me the Honda for the price that was on their website, at least, because I was very happy with that, because initially they came back higher. So I got them to agree to that, and then I was like, look, if you could do this for the Honda, I'm happy, let's just do the deal. And then the sales manager, of course, came over and was like, so you didn't like the Acura? And so he's like, what if I could give you the Acura for the same deal? And he did. So I accepted it. So I have the Urban Gray Pearl with black leather interior, and it's cool. It's essentially a Honda. I mean, there's some differences inside, but like a lot of the things, the buttons on the steering wheel, the climate control, and a lot of it's the same. So it's very intuitive because I've had a Honda. This would have been our 7th Honda. But I'm digging the Acura so far. It's only my first full day driving it, my first morning commute, but I'm digging it. So just thought I'd share that. If you're looking for a new vehicle or lease a new vehicle, at least down in South Florida at Delray Acura or Delray Honda, they were really pushing the Acura hard. So anyway, that's that. Should be a good day today. I'm off to train a couple clients. Then I have my back workout. Then I have to rush home, eat, prepare my meals, and then go play golf. 18 holes. So all is well. I'll check in either later in the week or next week, and we'll see what's going on with my body weight and all that good stuff. But hope all is well with you guys. I'll talk to you soon.